Hello, welcome back to Wollof Kitchen, and today I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite dishes, which is Acheke. It's from the West African region, Côte d'Ivoire, and I could not wait to share with you this recipe. So let's get straight into the video. So the fish I'm going to be using today for the acheke is tilapia. So I've already cleaned this fish, and all I'm doing now is just scoring it. I'm making sure that I have it pretty close together so that it can be well seasoned, ready for it to be fried. So I'm opting to fry the fish instead of grilling it today to give it that nice crispy coating on the fish. So to season my fish, I'm only using two ingredients. The main ingredient is lemon, and this is how we fry fish in Gambia. We use a good amount of lemon and a good amount of salt. So these are the only two ingredients I'll be using today to season my fish, and that's all it needs. Do make sure to squeeze the lemon in between where you have scored the fish so that it can be well seasoned and the citrus can go right into the meat of the fish. I'm adding a good amount of salt over the fish, making sure that it gets all in between where I've scored, inside the head, inside the belly of the fish. I make sure that I cover it with a good amount of salt, and don't be afraid to get your hands into it. Make sure that it's well seasoned. So once the fish has been seasoned, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cling film over it, and I'm going to allow it to marinate in the fridge for about 2 hours. That's all it needs, 2 hours, and then the fish will be ready for me to be able to fry. So whilst our fish marinates in the fridge, I'm going to be showing you how to make the onion gravy. So there I've got 1 onion, and then I have some garlic, I have some ginger, and some mixed chilies. If you do want it to be more spicier, feel free to add a scotch bonnet onto it as well. I also have some spring onions that I'll be using to blend all together for my sauce. So because of my blender is small, I'm going to be blending this in 2 batches, and then I'll be ready to start my sauce. So this is what the mixture is looking like. So in a pot I've got some olive oil, and I'm going to be adding my onion mixture to the pot, and all I'm going to do is allow this to just cook down. Every 3 to 4 minutes, just open the lid up, give it a nice stir so that it does not burn, and then you can just pop the lid back on and allow it to cook. So I'm just adding 1 Maggie cube to my sauce, and then I'm going to add in some salt and some black pepper. Like I said, depending on how hot you want it, you can add more spice as you're cooking your sauce down. So your sauce is supposed to look something like this. So it's going to have a light brown color to it, and that's when you know it's done. Okay, now I'm going to be showing you how to make that spicy salsa. So I've got some salad tomatoes here, I've got some red onions, and then I've got some white onions, and also some cucumber. I did mention that it was going to be a spicy salsa, so I've got extra hot chili there. I've got some tomato ketchup to just give it that nice balance, and also some salt that we'll be using to season. I will be later adding some lemon juice. For the onions, I'm going to be chopping it into medium to fine pieces, and for the tomatoes and the cucumber, I'm going to be chopping it into medium pieces. Once all my vegetables have been chopped, I'm going to add it to a bowl, and it's time for us to make our spicy salsa. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be adding some fresh lemon juice. Then I'm adding all that extra hot chili pepper, and I'm going to be adding some salt to just give it a nice seasoning. We want it to be very tasty. And I'm going to be adding my ketchup, and then I'm going to mix it all together, make sure it's nicely well mixed before adding my lemon juice, which you will see shortly. So I add a lot of lemon juice, but we are trying to achieve an almost like pickle taste of the onions because we want things to be citrusy. Just give it a very good mix, make sure that all the ingredients are well mixed together, and then once you finish, cover it up, put it in the fridge, set it aside, and we're just going to allow all those flavors to just infuse. This is a punchy salsa. It's spicy. It's everything you need paired with your acheke. Trust me. So I'm now frying my fish. Make sure you have it on a medium to high because you don't want the oil to be cold, because then it will just make your fish too soggy and filled with oil. So just fry it on a medium to high heat. Before flipping the fish to the other side, make sure that it's fried till it's brown, because if it's not brown, it will end up splitting and it will just end up being a whole mess in there. So just make sure that you allow it to fry on one side till it's nice and brown and crispy, which will make it so easy for you to be able to turn it. And then you want it to look something like this at the end. You want a nice golden brown crisp at the top, and that's when you know that your fish is ready. Now you can remove it and allow that oil to just seep through a paper towel. Whilst I'm frying my fish, I'm also frying my plantains, because the plantain gives it a nice sweet balanced taste to all of the citrus and with the spice, so it just kind of gives it a nice sweet balance to the dish. So here I have my acheke, which is frozen. I buy it from my local African store and it comes cooked, but it is frozen. So all you need to do is defrost it in the microwave. So I'll be showing you exactly how I defrost it. It's so quick and easy. So I'm going to be using about 2 cups of acheke and half a cup of water that I'll be using to sprinkle over the top of the acheke so that I can steam it into the microwave so it can come out nice and fluffy. And right now all I'm doing is just getting rid of the lumps, making sure that all of it is lump free, and like I say, pop it into the microwave for about 3 to 4 minutes. And then all I do is this, I will check it once it's been in the microwave for about 3 minutes. I'll remove it, mix it. If I feel like it needs to go in a little bit more, then I can pop it back in. Once you remove it from the microwave, it should feel very soft and bouncy, almost like a couscous sort of bounce to it. And then that's when you know that your acheke is ready to be served. Our acheke dish is ready. I'm just showing you how to assemble it, and each of these sides just complement the whole dish, from the salsa to the onion gravy to the fried fish to the sweet plantain. It's just an amazing combination. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and I hope that you get to try this amazing Ivory Coast dish because it is absolutely wonderful. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.